The Utah Utes' new offensive coordinator has his work cut out for him. Let's talk Jason Beck.
But we did discuss last week how this is very much a transition for the offensive side of the ball. At the time, we were talking about how we weren't 100% sure about Coach Witt's future with this team.
Right.
That has since been resolved. This school has announced that he will be returning for 2025 as the head coach. All three of our quarterbacks have entered the portal. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. Finally, we also needed a new offensive coordinator, which the team did find one in Jason Beck.
Yep, absolutely. So just to give you guys a little bit of background on Jason Beck and kind of the offense you can come to expect looking forward into the future for our University of Utah. He runs kind of a run-pass option offense that it leans really heavily on kind of pre-snap movements. You use that to pinpoint matchups, and then you pretty much rely on the quarterback to make quick decisions, identify what the coverages are doing and what the defense is doing, and then you react. I mean, it's all up to the quarterback in this kind of offense. Really, the best style of quarterback for this offense is not a pro-style quarterback like we've traditionally seen. I mean, in this style of offense, you really want a dual-threat quarterback with a strong, accurate arm. He's not scared of pushing the ball up the field to the sidelines. You've got to have a guy back there that is willing to play with a ton of confidence at the quarterback position. So you look at the quarterbacks that we had in Isaac, Brandon, Cam in the past. These guys are all pro-style, gunslinger type quarterbacks that lean heavy on the passing game. And that's because that's who we had as an offensive coordinator before.
Right.
That is 100% who Andy Ludwig is. That's who he's always going to be. And that's why we sent quarterbacks to the league, because we did run a pro-style offense here at Utah for lots of years. And even though we did see Isaac kind of run a little bit in the end, you saw him run the ball more with Mike Bajakian taking over than you ever did as when Andy Ludwig was calling the offense. You have to have a quarterback that can stay healthy running this kind of scheme, right? So that comes down to quarterbacks making good decisions, being smart when you're running the football, and just taking what the defense is giving you in all of these situations, right? You don't need to extend the play every 3-4 yards when you're the most valuable guy on the football field. And yes, Cam Rising, I'm looking at you.
Kind of what we talked about a little bit this last week and a little bit this week is we should see this as more of an eye-opening moment for the Utes, and having so much of their talent leave for the portal. And reports coming back from this that what's from is mismanagement of the talent on that side of the ball. But honestly, man, I see that, given this team has decided twice to hang on all of its hopes to, once again, Cam Rising, right now, this is probably the best situation that the Utes can find themselves in.
Yeah.
Right. Honestly, now that we have an offensive coordinator that can bring in his guys, right. Have his input on the type of talent that we have on that side of the ball. I hope that the feeling isn't lost on the rest of the brass and Coach Witt, that this whole controlling the clock and pitting the other team far back as possible in the backfield, that's no way to run an offense in a P4 football
correct
level conference.
Yep, absolutely.
I hope that they give Beck what they haven't given other offensive coordinators in most recent memory, which is, most importantly to me, free reign.
Yep, absolutely. And that's exactly what we needed, because we've all seen it. The fact is, as New Mexico had the 4th ranked offense in the country in this last year, they weren't a great team only because their defense really struggled. And the one thing that we know that we all do at the University of Utah is we got a great defense. And that's not going to change. As a matter of fact, I think that'll actually help to have a even just proficient offense that can get the defense back off the field, let them rest. This is going to help our defense be even better moving forward, right? Because both of these sides of the ball, it's all yin and yang, right? Like it goes, you need both to be successful, because each one of them gives the other person a break. You're able to control the tempo of the game with offense, and that's why you want to keep those guys out there for as long as possible. And I think that all of the buzz around Jason is exactly what we haven't felt for a really long time, right? This guy has a buzz around him because he is a young, brilliant mind on the offensive side of the ball. And we always kind of knew what we had in Andy Ludwig, and that was kind of, he ran a really efficient offense. It was fun to watch when we had Cam in his heyday, but the fact was, in the last couple of years, without Cam at the helm of those offenses, it was brutal, and we just had no chance to be successful when we were playing that way. So I don't know. I'm really excited, man. I'm really excited for Coach Jason Beck, obviously. I'm excited to see what he brings to Salt Lake. I'm excited to see who he brings in and how he utilizes these tools. And I'm really pumped to see the offense moving the football in 2025.
So I was listening to wrap this one up here, I was listening to ESPN 700 and Spence Checkets on that show is pretty dialed into what's going on up on the Hill. You know, he's not considering himself an insider by any means, but some of the chatter that you heard around the Hill there is that this season was going to be Coach Witt's last season, and he was going to retire after this year. But after the year they had, he's like, I'm not going out like that.
Yeah,
you know. So it's glad to see him back, and I really hope that, you know, this part of his career, whether it is his last season or not, they really kind of just let the offense be what it needs to be around a talent and around the offensive coordinator. But once again, folks, we did hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So if you're not yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We're giving away the first $500 that we earn in AdSense revenue back to y'all. So please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on that giveaway, and smash that like button for your boy AJ.
Boom, do it. And if you're watching on YouTube on one of our short videos, just know this is available as a podcast wherever you get your audio. Make sure you check it out, rate it, review it. We appreciate all your guys' engagement on them.
Make sure you guys check out our merch store. We got all these hats, hoodies, and other stuff in the merch store. Be sure to check that out. Let us know if you'd like to see something specific. We'll put that together and get it in our merch store as well. With all that said, my name is Darren. That is AJ, and this has been the DNA Sports Recap.
Till next time.